Chapter 13. Sunbeams struck my eyes as the sound of heavy patrol cars and vehicles flew past my base. I was scared they were attacking us, but nothing happened and the sound faded off into the distance. Then my phone buzzed. A message from Trader came through telling me that they made it through and that they were in the clear, for now. I jumped to my feet and started dancing with joy, but I have to admit, I felt bad for the men that we took down. Hopefully they made it through, but we were aiming for non-lethal in the first place, so they should have made it back in some sort of peace. Now it was back to a regular boring life, with nothing to do but sitting and waiting for the government to give us answers on what to do next and where to go now that we're not the master species anymore. Without hesitation, I followed my regular routine and got ready for the day. All was done. I did a good amount of pacing around and sat down for a while. This was it for now, I guess. Then I remembered that I scored a DVD from one of the document cards. More so, I went to the safe and entered the combination to open the door. The weapons looked magnificent, but I hated having them. I wished everything could just go back to normal. But anyways, I pulled the glowing box out and brought them back to my room. Then I opened the box and removed the CD from the box. The CD had writing on it that read, "The Start of the Collapse, Copy 6. I took a deep breath and placed the CD inside of the video player, sat back on my couch, and hit play. The video starts with 4 soldiers running after something on fire in the distance. One of the soldiers has a military dog on a leash running towards the smoke. When they get closer, the camera points to a black shining oval in a crater, not too large but knee-deep. All of the soldiers step into the crater and surround the oval, and none of them are saying anything, but the dog is barking like crazy. Then suddenly, a purple light glows from the oval as a door opens, and a gray creature with green and blue glowing eyes pops out of the oval and screams. The soldiers try to grab the creature, but it slips out of their hands and runs off a short few steps, till the military dog leaps out and bites the arm of the gray creature, and it screams and releases an orange gas from the wound that makes the dog stagger off, and the creature gets away into the woods. 2 soldiers go after the creature, and 2 soldiers stay with the dog in the black oval. The dog passes out for a while, then gets back up and starts pacing back and forth, and starts growing and changing form into what would look like a common mutated dog by today's standard. The dog takes down one of the soldiers with a bite to the neck, and lunges at the soldier holding the camera. Blood splatters on the lens, and the video stops. I couldn't believe what I had found. This is why the world is changing. Some sort of creature is roaming around spreading diseases. The information I had found had to be shared, so I downloaded the file on my computer and sent the tape to everyone I trusted to send to everyone they trusted. Then I ran back to the safe and put the box containing the DVD disc inside of it. Then I got back to my quarters and started pacing back and forth while my phone was blowing up with messages. Later on, when I got past it a little bit, I sat down on my couch and turned on some anime and watched as much as I could until I fell asleep for a bit. Time passed on, and when I woke up, the sun was setting on the day. Making way to the kitchen, my stomach growled in agony, so I poured out some cinnamon square cereal and went back to my quarters. A strange feeling in my gut appeared again, but I put on some TV and opened the gate for some fresh air as the sun went down all the way. I don't know why, but I just started staring at the sky, and it began to get darker and darker, but not from the sun timing out on the clock. Something was approaching from out of the clouds. The sky turned purple, and an array of ships that looked like the ones from the video took over the sky. Thousands of black ovals flying over us like magic. Surely I must have been dreaming, but this was no dream. This was real. All hope for modern-day Earth was lost, and it was time to fight for what was left of it. It's all we do these days anyways. This just makes it more interesting, I guess. short stories. Stay safe.